And thank you, everybody, for being here. The parents, thank you for coming out. I'd like to introduce the gentleman that is really responsible for this wonderful opportunity that he gave you young people, Michael Brown from the Massachusetts Fallen Heroes Association.
Okay, everybody, I hope we all had fun today. First of all, I just want to be clear. I'm just representing an organization, representing a lot of people that care about you guys and care about your future, and we want the best for you. As I told most of you guys earlier, we're here to honor the memory of Raymond Wise, Army Specialist Raymond Wise, who was killed in training in Fort Bliss in 2017. This great life that the great life that we get to live, the great communities that we get to live in, it's because of sacrifices made by men like Raymond. And it's really important for us to come back in the community and highlight these guys and honor them and try to teach you guys a little bit about them, because many of you were just little guys and girls when he passed. I'd like to welcome Cato Wise and his wife and kids. Where's Cato at? Right here? Cato's Raymond's brother, and it's always special to have him here. For those that don't know, we were here for the Christmas, and we did a little thing for the Christmas. Most importantly, I know the mayor and the police commissioner have always been really big on not just our organization, but those first responders and city employees. They want us back in the neighborhoods. They want us doing good things. You guys make it real easy, because when you come here, the Shelburne Center is doing good things, and there's a lot going on here, and we're proud to help out. Next person I want to bring up is Bernie Wynn, who's from the Boston Firefighters Credit Union. And if you can you give him a round of applause, because he gave us a nice donation. Bernie, go ahead.
Thanks, Mike. Just real quickly, on behalf of Boston Firefighters Credit Union, our board of directors, and all of our members, we're really happy to be here and have an opportunity to help out a little bit. We're honored to be involved with Mass Fallen Heroes and what they're trying to do today, and we really just like to be a part of the community. We work with police and firefighters throughout the city of Boston. We try to do some good things for them, and obviously they try to do some good things for all of you, and that's why we're all here today. So I want to wish you good luck and great success in the upcoming school year. Today's a great way to kick it off, and I'm sure you're all going to do really well. And with that, it gives me an opportunity to introduce the mayor of the city of Boston, Mayor Martin Walsh. And I also want to take a minute and congratulate the mayor on his new appointment as Commissioner of the Police Department. Commissioner Willie Gross down the back, standing next to Fire Commissioner Joe Finn. And the mayor's done a great job of putting good people in charge of the police and fire department, and that's just continuing. So, Mr. Mayor, congratulations.
Thank you, Bernie, very much. And how about a nice round of applause for Bernie? I want to thank Bernie and the credit union for all their great support. And it was mentioned already, but the man behind me, Mike, police officer, Michael helps run Mass Fallen Heroes. And their organization is to make sure that anybody who lost their life in Iraq and Afghanistan, that they're not forgotten. And their mission has even gone further than that, to make sure that the families of the loved ones who lost somebody, that they're taken care of. And their mission now has gone even further to make sure they get back to the community. So I want to thank Michael Brown. I want to thank you for being here today, and for everyone on the board at Mass Fallen Heroes. Thank you. I want to thank, we have two commissioners here. As we said earlier, Commissioner Willie Gross, the brand new police commissioner. I will give a round of applause to Commissioner Gross. Commissioner Joe Finn, who also grew up not too far from here, right here, Joe Finn. I want to thank the Shelburne for letting us in today. Thank you, Ms. Harris, for letting us in. Does anyone know who Raymond Wise is? All right, Raymond Wise is a Shelburne kid. He used to play basketball here and dance. He performed talent shows. He worked as a junior counselor when he was your age, a lot of your age. He went on to serve his country, and we got to always remember him for that. He's a true definition of what a hero is. When you think of a hero, sometimes people look to basketball stars or hockey stars or football stars or people like that. Heroes are guys and ladies that sometimes make the ultimate sacrifice, sometimes they do something basic that helps so many people. That's who Raymond was. And that's what we're here today to remember that, and Mass Fallen Heroes is helping us remember that. And that's what they want to do, make sure we don't forget his legacy. We want to make sure that every young person in the city of Boston has everything that they need to be successful. As I walked around, I talked to a lot of people in the room. There's some high school students here, right? Where are the high school students? Let's give the high school students a round of applause. I was talking to a bunch of young kids today that were soccer players. And I asked them what they wanted to do when they got older, and a ton of kids raised their hand. They want to play professional soccer. One guy said he wanted to be a shark chaser. Well, I don't know what that is, but I don't want to chase a shark. I just want to look at them and turn the channel. Somebody else said they want to be a nuclear physicist. Somebody else said they wanted to be a doctor. And whatever their dream was, I talked to them about the importance of making sure that they focus on what they want to do. It's like playing sports. You don't get good and you don't stay good if you don't practice, if you don't listen to your coach, if you don't listen to your teammates and your parents. And the same thing for education, and the same thing for reaching the goals and dreams that you want to reach. When I was a teenager, I wanted to be mayor of Boston. I wanted to be in politics first, then I wanted to be mayor because I figured that's a pretty good job. And my road from that point to today wasn't a straight line, it was crooked. And the times that I listened to my teachers, and the time that I listened to the clergy, and the time that I listened to my parents, and the time that I listened to people that were trying to give me advice, I always made the right decisions. And there's times where I didn't make the right decisions, when I didn't listen, I said, I don't know what they're talking about, and I made the wrong decision. I had to go back eventually and say, okay, I'm sorry, I made the wrong decision. So we're not here today to preach to everybody. We're here today for two things. We want you to follow your dreams, and we want you to be safe and stay active in your neighborhood, because that's what's important. And I want you to remember, as you're running around and you're playing sports or you're in school, there was a young man that proceeded in your footsteps, that did it before you did. As I mentioned, he played hoop in here, he danced in here, he was a counselor in here, he fought for this country and gave his life. And he's no different than anybody in this room today. And he followed his dream. So I want to thank you. I want to thank Mass Fallen Heroes. I want to thank the fire department, the police department, Shelburne Community Center, and everyone. Especially, I want to thank you guys for being here today. So I get to bring up the commissioner. All right. I met the commissioner. First time I met him, I was 21 years old. I'm just going to say that. The next time I met him, I was 28 years old. And my life was completely different from 21 to 28. And I met him when I became a state representative, and at the time, he was a sergeant at C11. And he was a community service guy, along with Dennis Rory, and I saw the way he operated and the way he did things. This guy behind me was born in a different state, but moved to Boston, moved to Dorchester, a young guy. And at the age of 18, I think, he became a Boston police cadet. Then he got on to the police department. He was a police officer, and he's risen through the ranks of the police department to be the commissioner of the police department. Again, a man who followed his dreams, a man who worked hard, and a man who I'm proud to call my friend, Commissioner Gross.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh, my first shout out has to go to one of my heroes, Miss Harris. How are you? I am not kidding. When I was a Roxbury Raider and we played football, and we used to track mud in here, she used to smack me in the head every week. But that's the truth. She's still, I'm still scared of her too. No, I'm very honored to be here. I was raised by those who served our country well as Vietnam veterans of foreign war, and Specialist Wise. I understand and appreciate his sacrifice so that you could all be on free soil. And you could listen to whatever type of music you want, watch whatever TV shows you want, and speak freely. Is anybody telling you how to dress? How to wear your hair? Some of you, haha. But when you're adults, is that gonna happen? Yep, that's parents. You gotta listen to them too. But folks like Specialist Wise, he really fought for our country so that we can be free, so that you can advance, so that you can be the next commissioner, the next mayor, the next person like Miss Harris, the next person like my sister behind her, Miss Lisa Holmes, who is a superintendent on the Boston Police Department. We all grew up the same way. The people you see in this room love you, and they want you to advance. We don't want you to be the victims of senseless crime. We don't want you to go down the road where somebody's trying to force you to be in the gangs or do things like sell drugs. We believe in you, and we believe in your mind, and we believe that you are the future. That's why we're here for you today. Look about the room. You have the mayor. The mayor, let me tell you what, talking about a young man from the community that made it all the way, that followed his dreams and aspirations. He did that. Commissioner Finn, the fire department, he did that. We were all kids. We didn't have much, but we had one thing, people that cared for us, just like you have in this room. And I know Miss Lisa Holmes back there, we can't get rid of each other. I knew her as a kid. We went to high school together, Boston Police Cadets together, Boston Police Academy together, and all the way up through the command staff. But I never grow weary of saying that people are here for you. I can't say enough about my brother here, Mike Brown. He really is one of the nicest persons I've met on the job, and one of the toughest too. He's tough in this regards. He'll do anything possible to make sure that you succeed. He'll do anything possible to make sure that once we have police officers on the job, that they're respected and that they're all right, strong in body and in mind. Sir, Bernie, how about this? What about people that give back to the community? They don't have to, but the Firefighters Credit Union, your leadership, sir, we thank you. Again, my message here is about look around the room and look who's here for you. You're going to be doing that one day. You're the future leaders. So please take advantage of what's being done for you. And another ask that I have of you before I step down is this. Talk to your peers. All of you in this room are special. You're already leaders. We need you to go out into the community and motivate people your age, all right? Motivate them to do the right thing. And if they make mistakes, help them out, because everybody in this room has made mistakes, but you're going to be in the position where you help everybody out, all right? That's the responsibilities of a leader. So before I pass the mic, so to speak, if you could please just give yourselves a hand and acknowledge your future leaders. Thank you.
So Ms. Harris and Lisa, would you like to come up and make a presentation? Oh, yeah. Commissioner Finn, would you like to come up, be part of the presentation? I thought he was going to come.
I did. I invited him up to say no. It's too shy. I ain't done yet. I'm going to follow them up, too. Is that Christy Love on that shirt? Yeah, that's Christy Love. No?
Good afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alfreda Harris. Opened this building 48 years ago. One of the best, brightest, cleanest, facilities in the city. And that's because of you all and those that came before you. I also like to recognize Diane Harris. No, they always call you my daughter, so I just call you Diane Harris. Diane Galloway. Diane Galloway, who's now the director here at the center. I really would like to thank Mike Brown, Fallen Heroes Foundation, for coming to the Shelburne Center and doing the things that they have done for us within the past years. And I really sincerely want to say to my man here, Tito, I call you Tito. Name is Cato, I call him Tito, for representing Raymond. And I must say, Raymond was a fine, fine, fine young man. One who we were very proud of. My co-worker here, Lisa Holmes, grew up here. I used to smack her too. Come on. Yep, I used to smack her too. That's why they're straight, you know? Because they came from the old school, you know? And you know, like, yeah, you know, like I do you? Yeah, well, that's the same thing. But today, we also wanted to add to this very, very exciting day. We want to name our scholarship winners for the 17-18 school year. And some of them have already gone on to school. Some are here, and some, I think there's a parent here also that represents. And how our scholarship really runs, it's really a $5,000 scholarship, but we don't give you $5,000 at one time. What we do is every semester, we give you a check after you send us your official transcript that shows you're still in school and you're still at least carrying a 2.0. So when you add it all up, it comes to a $5,000 scholarship, which would really help you through your college career, because I know that mostly all the folks in this room, especially the high school students, are thinking about going to college. Am I right? I didn't hear that. Okay, because y'all act like you're retired, really, yeah, you know what I mean? First of all, I want to recognize a young lady who's not here, but she is away at college at St. Rose College in upstate New York. Also, Tyler Wakefield, who is at Georgiana Williams, yeah. Tyler Wakefield, who is up at Temple University in Pennsylvania, who just left. I know a lot of you all know her. Bethany Bacon, who was one of our summer counselors, is off to Bowie State, and she made the dean's list. Karina Lorenzo, stand up, right? Yeah, over here, come over here. Karina Lorenzo is on her way to UMass Boston. And also on her way to UMass Boston, she worked the front desk this summer, Raven Bowes. Ariana Hall Gregory is not here today. Don, you want to take this for Ariana? Okay. Ariana's on her way to UMass Boston also. People are getting smart nowadays. They're going to local schools where they don't have to come out in a whole lot of debt. So think about that. That's supposed, right? Am I right, Kojak? Kojak went to UMass Boston. And one of the parents are here today, a very, very proud parent of Julia Santos, who graduated from Westfield State last year on the dean's list, who is now an undergraduate student at Suffolk University. This is her mother, Carmen Santos. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So that's my part of the program. And Lisa, let me tell you a little bit about Lisa. And I want you all to seriously, it's good to have people say good things about you. Okay? Lisa just retired from the Boston Police Department. She grew up here at the Shelburne Center. And she was just like you all. You know, I chased her up and down the hallways and all that.
Probably a little worse.
Okay? But like the mayor was saying, fulfill your dreams. Fulfill your dreams. And this is a good, great role model and somebody who came the same way you all came, through the same hallways, up and down the banisters, get off the banister, same thing. Lisa Holmes, great, great role model. Thank you. Okay, Mike Brown, it's all yours.
Okay. Okay, kids, I'm just going to leave you with this. This year, we want everybody, all the adults in this room and all the kids, we all want you guys to have a great school year. Remember, and it's inevitable, we all have bad days, frustrating days. Remember what it looks like in this room, and remember how many people are standing behind you and want good things for you. So keep working hard, and best of luck this school year.